This will compound my problem because one is the surface area is going to take up. It's feeding a lot of information to me right now as far as through the fascia, through the propriocepts about where I'm at. And so it's going to affect my movement. Mm-hmm. You know, that just it's really going to affect the movement and so forth. So once we change surfaces, it tells my body something totally different. And so now we get a different signal. Yeah. You know? And that's what we keep talking about. No matter what you tell yourself, there's so many other things going on, you got to factor in the system to every movement. You just can't say, I'm going to lay on something and it's going to be all right. You know? It's going to be all right after failure, instruction, and then your client is still trying to figure out what's going on. And we haven't factored in the whole system and what you just put in the environment to deal with the system. So now, because one of the issues that deal with here is like I said, the surface area that's being consumed between fascias, propriocepts is getting the signal, so it becomes an issue of that. So let's go ahead and sit on the COR bench now.
Oh yeah, it's not necessary either.
Right, change the area, change already his fascias change, and already you can go to that. You can increase his movement just like that. So that's what we have to realize, you know, like I said, a lot of times people don't realize how just something that we think is really trying to help us is really not helping us. And something that really is helping, really is helping. Right.
You can try that too. I mean, we've got dumbbells right there.
Yeah.
Use the kettlebell. Do a unilateral press with the kettlebell.
Perfect. Okay.
You want to do it?
Actually, I was doing that yesterday.
Yeah?
Right. So now we're going to start giving you a whole lot of instructions. So now we're going to tell you engage your core. We're about to tell you push your hips up. Like I said, guys like me is good because I'm about to talk. You know? Right. And so now you're doing all these other movement. And so now all of a sudden your range is not as good because
it's not twisting.
You know,
if you twist, how much more range you get. It takes that pressure off your shoulder.
Okay. So now switch over.
Lay on it like you would a bench.
Now, let's not go that way.
Yeah, because you want them to say you like that.
Let's go apples to apples, oranges to oranges, and so forth and so forth. Now, first thing you see already is it's going to kick here. Now.
Yeah. So even if you're there,
Now.
or if you want to come that way.
Yeah. If we want to get his hips up, we just roll him back more. That's all.
Yeah. So this
No, go ahead, lay back. You all right? It ain't going nowhere. You're not going nowhere.
Then you're here.
So bring your arm down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it. So bring your arm down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Now go from there. It allows you to go through your full range of motion, the natural full range of movement that you would get. You know, that becomes the whole question. So, if this issue of, like I said, this issue of movement, just movement, and so a lot of times we get on something like this here, which almost in a sense will compound my problem because one is the surface area is going to take up. It's feeding a lot of information to me right now as far as through the fascia, through the propriocepts about where I'm at. And so it's going to affect my movement. You know, that just it's really going to affect the movement and so forth. So once we change surfaces,